the recommendation. And as you know, the council allows me to keep a certain amount of my time, effort for myself, for my own profit, as we all do. But as being a good citizen and shares most everything, because that makes everything grow. So it's a wondrous opportunity, and so I feel a responsibility to make sure I catch everything. And I will tell you, we all know what Frank Boomer became. Most people don't know he used to do a podcast. He did. I'm here watching him make it, and that was central to him becoming what he became. Central. And so we have a really wonderful opportunity. So you Watchian members at level 7, 8, and 9, pay particular attention to what I'm doing in this episode. Be sure to mark those on timestamps, because this is exclusive. Nobody else has access to this. No one except me and who I share it with. And I have agreed that that's level 7, 8, and 9, and council begrudgingly allowed me that autonomy. And so take advantage and put your token, put your dime, and get to watch in 7, 8, and 9. So anyway, Frank Boomer was a tireless worker. He wasn't doing a podcast at the time with the concept of having to scratch an audience. He had to do that from scratch. He'd always done and worked for the big guys, and those things were assumed. If he got in front of a microphone when he was working, he knew he was speaking to the world. But now he retired, and now he has to be a small competitor, and there was not much cooperation. A strange way to act. But we do remember that's how it was. There were no council meetings and council aides to assist you like we have now. We've had for 300 years. But that was the competitive era. But Frank Boomer wasn't that sort of a competitor. The only thing that got his competition, competitive male drive going was when he saw something that needed to be pointed out. And he used his audience to do it after he had the freedom. Can you imagine not having that freedom? What a terrible world. It was very primitive times in that regard. But it was a different time. But my friends from Watchian, I am here. He's a tireless worker right now. He is not. His podcast is all he really has to do, and he's trying to do a good job. And he has done well. Starting from scratch, he now has competent content. He's now trying to expand the audience. And the providers keep changing the way you get paid. In that era, see, they wanted to take labor and steal it. Now, of course, that doesn't happen. He lived in that era. And Frank Boomer was very important, as we all know, to the Brewster Blob. The incident. It was linked to things that Frank Boomer personally did. We all know this. But I'm here with him before much of this happened. It's still happening right now. And today, Frank finds himself trying to add not only listeners, but financial tools to make his podcast earn money so he can make better ones. Imagine the concept. Back in 2021, those folks was just doing things different, folks. I don't know. We all know how it worked. The history we know. But I'm here watching it happen. Wow. And so it is awesome. Now, the once you're 9 level, you'll want to stick around for this because what is debatable whether it was even allowed to share. But watching level 8 and 9, this is for you. This is Orville. I'm going to have to step out because Frank is about to go to a neighbor's house for a social event on a holiday. And I'm going to sort of linger in the bushes. See, they don't see me. They don't see us when we time travel. So we're like ghosts. We don't interact, but we can watch, and you can listen and learn. Orville Harrington. Till next time. Thank you, Roger. This is Orville Harrington. I am in the year 2021, and all of my listeners know that how I like to take history and make sure that the dots were connected. And I contend that some dots were not connected, and Frank Boomer is critical to connecting those dots. Now, the general understanding is that the Frank Boomer breakthrough, we'll just call that Memorial Day, soon after that was connected to the era of shaking. However, the litany of works does not connect to either. However, it's generally given credit for being connected to the Fresco incident, leading, of course, to Operation Pleiades. And I have the opportunity because I can look in Frank Boomer's entire studio. I see all of his notes. I can see everything all of his research is right in front of me. He is on a picnic. So I'm taking the opportunity, and I'll be sure to leave his desk as it was. But we're going to show quite conclusively, when you break it down, it cannot be any other way. Frank Boomer did connect to the litany of works. However, there was a lot of details between the litany of works and the area of shaking and Memorial Day, and I am going to take that and break it down, and we will understand more about why Frank Boomer became the household word he is today. And so that is what we were doing. I'm going to have to break away because, quite frankly, I've got some work to do. Welcome back to the Orville Harrington Show. Orville Harrington 2810, the official timekeeper in quadrant 4 and beyond